Hi friends, happy Tuesday. Dori Patrick here for another Talkie Tuesday coming at you from my art studio. I'm trying a different angle here. So you guys would crack up. I've kind of got this tripod like precariously stacked on a bunch of art journals, and I thought I would try just a new angle and see how that works. So hopefully you enjoy. I tried another corner where I was standing and kind of moving around, and we live in this old house, so it was so creaky. It was like making so much noise that Callie Mae had to come and check on me. But anyway, everything's okay. How are you guys? We are all fine here. I don't even know where last week went, to be honest. Time is flying by. It's flying by and sometimes dragging at the same time. I'm not sure how that's possible, but I think we're all good here. We don't have a whole lot of excitement to report. Last week was the excitement with the windows, and that's all behind us now. So the weather here is a little warmer today. We're up in the mid to high 30s, and we love it. I mean, we barely even put on a coat for that around here after you have all that sub-zero degree weather. So we are very happy. Callie Mae is super happy because she gets longer walkies when it's warmer out. And I think later today we're going to get in the backyard and see what the situation is back there. Maybe there will be some ball throwing. We're going to have to see kind of what the mud and stuff is like. But yeah, so we're good. I've been working away in the studio. Um, I kind of have been feeling like I'm trudging through jello. Do you ever feel like that? Like, man, I'm exerting a lot of effort, and I feel sometimes like at the end of the day, I don't know what I have to show for it. But um, I know that that's also partly the season. This time of year can be kind of a drag. It really was becoming a drag with that cold weather. We're a little more hopeful now that it's a little warmer, but yeah, so it's been a little bit of a trudge, but and February is kind of a weird month for our family too. Like it's both great and bad because it's February, and it's always just crappy weather, and usually some of us are sick in February. But it's also birthdays in our family and Valentine's Day, which is fun. I love Valentine's Day. So anyway, you know, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. So happy February. I wanted to just pop in quick and let you in on a few nuggets. I can finally share with you what all that fabric painting was about. And as the weeks go on in February, I'll be able to share little snippets of my work, but I won't be able to show you finished pieces because it's going to be revealed at a show. Woohoo! So the show is called All My Love Unto You, and we're calling it a collection of painted stitchery. So, and this will be hanging in the Witter Gallery in Storm Lake, Iowa. A super cool facility, and the gals there are fabulous to work with, Cindy and Casey. And yeah, so this will be my second show there. And this collection, the name of it, All My Love Unto You, just sort of came to me when I was kind of looking up. I think it's a verse from a hymn. So, and it just kind of stuck with me. And so it kind of got me in the thought process about caretakers. And I thought about women, but not necessarily just women, but caretakers in general, and the ways that we love and take care of each other, and how bits from the past are often created by our caretakers before us as an expression of love or comfort. And I'm writing up a bio and a statement that will be much more eloquent than I'm able to rattle off right here. But the gist of it is these are wall pieces as well as some sculptural pieces. And they, I guess the truest way for me to describe them is they have a prayer flag kind of vibe to them. So these are um, wishes or intentions, or you could even call them a prayer, uh, that I am stitching into each piece. Some of them are very obvious, and I am literally stitching the words onto the piece. Others will be just a little bit more subtle, but I'll show you the mother piece that kind of inspired all of these other pieces. So this is the mother piece. We'll just call her the mother piece, with those words stitched into this mixed media piece. So all the fabrics are painted by me or dyed by me. Most of them recycled. Some of them new, like some of my muslin cotton is new, and but a lot of it is reused fabric. So like this is a recycled piece. This is a piece of an old blue jean. So this is not done yet. I'm still adding layers, stitching. These will all be finished on the top with a hanger of some kind, which I'm experimenting with. So I don't want to reveal too much, but I'm also thinking some really cool things hanging or some trim on the bottom. They are scrappy and scruffy, just the way I like it. Yeah, so lots of frayed edges and unfinished hems and loose threads that are left on purpose. That's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. So wall pieces in a prayer flag. So this is actually kind of small or medium size. A lot of them are in this, I would say this is like a 12 by 16-ish. They're all kind of random. I'm planning to do some big ones too. I'm hoping 3 foot by 3 foot. So 36, yeah, 3 foot by 3 foot. It's a work in progress. So that's what I've been working on, and there will be more details to follow. We're figuring out if we can schedule a meet and greet there at the gallery and a demo kind of mid-March. So we're figuring that out, and I'll definitely keep you posted on that. And I'm going to put some links in the description to the gallery and also to my website. So if you want to receive my newsletters and kind of know when those things are coming up, I would love to have you on my newsletter. So we can do that. And I have some other things I wanted to share. And you know, I've got to have my notes because I'm forgetful. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, the other thing is, I think I can't remember if I shared this with you guys yet or not, but we purchased a new printer for our office, and I got the old printer, and so it's down here in my studio. And so I have been experimenting with printing on fabric with my printer. Yes, you can do it. No, don't write me and tell me that you've jammed up your printer and you're blaming me because it's broken. I know that it is not what these printers are intended for. But I have a bunch of sheets that are right here of bubble jet sheets. So this is like a lightweight cotton. My mom did a whole batch for me. I still have a bunch left to use. And I'm going to put a link to bubble jet in the description so you can look it up and kind of see the process. It's a liquid that you can treat fabric with, press it into wax paper, cut it to size so that it can be inserted into your printer. And so you can get some really cool things like this. Hold on. Yeah, so this is off of the bubble jet. Isn't that cool? So this is let's see. Here's the original. This is the original scrap. La 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 la. Which is fun. And I love it so much that I wanted to preserve it. So I scanned it. So I just laid this down, face down on my printer, and then hit copy with one of my bubble jet sheets in there. And this little guy came out. Now, granted, it's not as textured, as vibrant, as, you know, nothing beats an original, but you can still, you know, cut that up and use it in other pieces. Isn't that super fun? So images that you really love, that you want to reuse, it's such a great alternative. Bubble jet. And also, I've experimented with not bubble jet and just taking a piece of painted cotton and seeing if by taping it with paper tape to the piece of paper and putting it through my printer, if it would work, and it did. And that's where I got this little guy. So this is my original. This is a piece of, I think I'm standing too close. Sorry. I'm getting excited. This is original painted canvas. So I put that face down to copy it onto this piece of cotton. So the brown, this is the cotton fabric that I taped down with masking tape and ran it through, and it printed. Isn't that awesome? So this is opening up a world for me of ways to play, of ways to reuse images that I love, and incorporate them into new pieces. So I'm really excited about this. And like I said, this is an old printer. We were ready to replace it, and hubby said, have at it. If you break it, you break it. You know, we've got it replaced. So that's what I'm doing. And so far, so good. I did have one jam. So like this piece, I think, well, I don't know. Yeah, there's a little jam there. So you can see, yeah, it's not perfect. You do have to watch it carefully. But I'm telling you, some fun possibilities. And because this is such a lightweight cotton, it'll be really easy for me to stitch and embroider on, which, you know, I'm really into that right now too. So that's kind of been my big discovery for this week anyway, is I'm playing around with my printer. And if you do the same, I would love to hear some of the things that you do. What you're using your printed fabrics for, that kind of thing. I love hearing that stuff. The other thing that's on my brain right now is I am jonesing to reorganize this studio. And this always happens to me when I'm in the middle of a big project that has a deadline, like now. I start in on some other obsession that I want to get to like now, but I can't because I've got to finish this first. But I'm looking forward to when I get this show all done and delivered in the month of March, I'm ready to rethink this studio. I've got some ideas. My friend Gay is like, again, I know I mention her every week. She's so inspiring in so many ways. And she's set up her studio at her home and has given me some great ideas on setup. So I'm excited about that. And I think we're going to call an electrician and get some better lighting in here. I know it looks really light and bright in here, and it usually is on sunny, even partly cloudy days. It's pretty nice in here for lighting. But in the wintertime, when it gets dark at 4 o'clock, or even if I want to work into the night, my lighting situation isn't ideal here. So I think we're going to talk to an electrician about a piece that can go in the middle. I don't like overhead lighting, but I need it. So a piece that I can adjust a little bit. So hubby's been checking online to see what might be the best fit for that. So I'm excited about that. So I know I said I was going to give you a studio tour, but I think we're going to do that after I reset it, because it's a hot mess right now. Yeah. And the other thing on my brain is this Thursday is when I take off for my New Orleans girls trip with my cousins. And I'm excited. I'm a little nervous because I haven't traveled. I mean, I haven't flown on a plane. I've traveled, but this is my first plane trip really since before COVID. So, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And we are all testing before we leave. So we're not going to go if any of, if we test positive, we're staying home. We're going to be totally safe. New Orleans has a really great policy in their city, so we're feeling good about that. We've got some fun things planned and some free time planned, so I'm just really looking forward to seeing these girls and spending time with them. It's been a long time. So yeah, so Thursday, and I'll be there for a long weekend, so hopefully I can see you again Talkie Tuesday next week, and I can give you some scoop on New Orleans. I can't wait to see all the color and the magic there. So that's all the news from Talkie Tuesday at the Patrick's. Thank you always for listening to me and putting up with me. I really appreciate all of your sweet comments, and this has been just a really great way for me to connect with all of you. So I appreciate that you take the time. And yeah, so I'm gonna see you next week. Bye, guys. Have a good one.